Good morning, everybody. Oh, I was waiting for that to happen. Wow, is it actually a 30-second lag? Wow. Well, good morning, everyone. Hope everyone's doing well. Hello, Pam. Good morning, good morning. And Wonder Woman, welcome in. Yes, again, just got off of Victoria's show. Interesting topic, I must say. It's funny that every time Sandy and I go into Walmart, we're always talking about, or the subject always comes up about the entitled people. Because you go in the food section where the aisles are pretty, bare. Treasure Hustlers, good morning, good morning. You go in the food section and the aisles are pretty just much 2 carriages wide. You're looking at something, you stand on the other side of the aisle, you're looking at something, and they walk right in front of you. Don't say, excuse me. Walk right in front of you, stand there while they get something. And I just tell them, I just say out loud, it's okay, I wasn't looking at anything. And they look at you like you got 5 heads. And over here, most of them don't speak English anyway. So, but I was telling Victoria that I was sick of it. It always happens. Like we're walking down the aisle or whatever, and I have to tell Sandy every once in a while, says, watch out, entitled coming by. And they just barely look at you like, what the hell does he mean? But I was sick of it. So Saturday, I told Sandy, I says, I'm going to be the entitled one today. And I didn't care. They walk right in front of you. They walk right by you. I moved carriages out of my way. I just didn't care. I just say, yeah, you make a better door than a window. Exactly right. But I didn't care. I moved carriages. They can do it all the time. And there's a lot. There's a lot of entitled people. So I figured, hey, I'm doing it. And it was kind of, it was pretty cool, I got to say. It was pretty cool not being the polite one and I don't say evil one, but it was pretty cool. Didn't have to worry. I'm just going to do my shopping, and I'm the only one in the store. I don't care about you. Leave me alone. Wow, that's hot. So how's everybody doing today? It was pretty cold here this morning. 56 this morning here. Land Shock Picker, good morning. How are you today? So I wonder if Stuart from Franklin Hill, Adventures, he was saying yesterday he had to leave to go buy meats. He was smoking for tomorrow. So I wonder if he was able to find all the. He's going to do just 2 pork shoulders alone are pretty big, but he's going to do brisket and everything, man. And he's got a point. He says, you're going to turn the smoke around, you might as well fill it. My issue is when people leave their carts and empty parking spots so it prevent. Oh, that's true too. Yeah, I hate that. I hate that. Pure laziness. True. Do you watch Cart Narcs on YouTube? I've never heard of that. If not, you'd love him. Cart Narcs. I'm gonna check that out. YouTube. Narcs. Cart Narcs. Subscribe. All right, yeah, I'm gonna try that. Thanks for mentioning that, Jackie, I think. Nothing, tired. LOL, how are you, Craig? No, I haven't. Oh my God, he's awesome. He goes around and makes people take their carts back. Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, I'll have to check that out. There are so many topics that people do on YouTube. It's amazing. I've been listening to some YouTube gurus, I guess you want to say, about, I want to start a YouTube channel, but I don't know what to focus on. And I mean, there's one that I've never heard of, never even thought existed. He doesn't work for any of the stores, but he makes people put their carts back in the cart thingy. Iris sneaks in the room and everybody says, "Good morning, Iris." He basically shames them, and then when people don't put the magnets on, what? He basically shames them, and then when people don't, he puts magnets on their cars and says, "I'm lazy bones." Oh, wow. Oh, well, you do whatever floats your boat on YouTube channels. It's true. True. Is that RF new channel? Is that RF new channel? I don't know. Hey, Paul, my niece doesn't believe in Santa Claus. Wow. I don't know how old I was when I started not to believe that, well, your parents are Santa Claus, basically. I can remember being younger, and I'm really young. My my mother and then my sister, well, I call her my sister, used to take me to Jordan Marsh in Boston. Now, Jordan Marsh was the biggest store in downtown Boston. They used to do, I think, the third floor. They would turn it into the North Pole, and you'd walk through it like you do Disney lines, and it was all animatronics. And this is way back in the 60s, early 60s. And then at the very end, you'd take your picture and you'd meet Santa Claus. Then they had all the windows, like Macy's in New York City, that have all the windows on the street decorated and animatronics and stuff. That was so cool. No, that's the Angry Drivers one. My God. This is a red letter day. Put this in the calendar. Cody has officially joined us in the chat. Thank you, Cody. Thank you for coming in. You are so welcome. Shame wouldn't be on him if he tried that with me. If I'd put a cart back, it's because I hurt too badly to walk any further. Hey, Cody, I saw your post early this morning. Very cool. I guess you're going to start making jewelry. That's pretty cool. I know a lot of people would be excited to see what you're going to come up with. Santa exists. You just have to look around to find him. That's funny, Iris. The other night, while sometimes I'll get off here at like 5. I'll go have a quick bite, and I'll sit in front of the TV. And they had Santa Claus versus the Martians, which is another movie from the 60s I watched when I was a kid. That's funny. Hi, Iris. If you can take it to If you could take it to your car, you can take it to the return thing. It's usually right next to their car, but they leave it in a spot. Well, I must admit, I will do that sometimes. Or sometimes I'll put it on the grass, burn them there. I'll just put it up on the grass. My sister would be the same as you. She had serious trouble walking when you were out yesterday. Blocking others from parking. I only caught 4 months of the 60s. I hardly ever found a spot next to the cart corral. I must admit, I like parking either really far away or next to the cart corral, that because I like having at least one side of the vehicle protected where you can't get anybody to, jam their door and give you a ding on your vehicle. She's got back issues that apparently surgery won't fix. I know what that's like. If I was next to it, I'd put it in. That's the word, corral. Yep, Paul should be back on the torch Turkey Day. Oh, cool. So you're actually gonna, you said torch, so you're gonna do some of the stuff like Sandy does. Just Sandy, with that, the way she melts the silver and stuff like that. I hope you have some stuff down, a cement board or something to protect the stuff, the area you're working in. I'll push them out of the way unless I'm right next to the corral, then I put it in. Jackie, LOL, laughing out loud. If the corral is more than 2 cars away and it hurts that badly, it's either leave it or fall on my face in the parking lot. Wow. Treasure Hustlers put up some, it's funny, on the chat it comes up like just outlines, and over here it's turkey leg. As far as that goes, next to the corral, you never have an issue finding a cart. BRB grabbing another coffee. Sounds good. I do the same as just Sandy, not just as epic level. Yeah, my Sandy's basically wire weaving, but some of the stuff that, even wire weaving, it's like, damn, how many hours did you put into this thing? Here from Victoria's channel. Good morning and hello. Well, welcome in, Jessica Marie. Welcome, welcome. Thanks for coming in. I know what I'm doing. I have safety stuff set up. Cool. I just, I know. I just like to put it out there. I'm going to be doing an auction tonight at 4, I believe. I turned up the time from 6 to 4. So I'll be doing an auction. I think Dolly's going to come in with me. She's got a ton of silver coins and stuff like that. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you very much. Yeah, everybody, you can put your link in. Definitely put your link in if you need subs, if you want subs, you want to connect with people. Just Sandy hosted my first official jewelry auction. I didn't sell much, but at least she tried. Oh, very cool. Very cool. Cody's going live at 2. Yeah, I'm trying to hook up with somebody to do a jewelry auction because they don't expect me to have jewelry. So I reached out to Tiffany, who does a lot of jewelry. And I said, gee, if you got space or something, I'd like to team up with you for a sale. The hours to profit margin doesn't make sense to me when it comes to any handmade jewelry thing. That shit takes a lot of work. I know, I tell her all the time, Jackie. But it's her, I don't know, I don't want to say therapy, but it's her release. It's she likes it. Oh, well, I'll join up with you, Paul. Well, I know, Iris, I like that, but it's people, when they see me doing an auction, they don't expect me to be doing just jewelry. And I have like a bin full of stuff that Sandy made or that we bought. Like I have these pillars that we bought I have that one. That's how I ship it. But like this Caribbean calcite, we got these at the jewelry show. And so I tried selling them on my channel, and a lot of times it doesn't work because I'm not the right avenue for it. It won't work. I didn't have a wrench. Oh, I'm sorry, Jessica. The reason that people do and don't is because that way the people that have wrenches, I know they're registered for my auctions. That's a tower, not a pillar. Okay, I'm sorry. Dude. Countess April, good morning. Thanks for coming in. Long time no yak. Here, let me do this. Anybody wants to come in and be on the panel, chat a little. Pin message. I'm going to pin it right to the top of the chat. Make sure you're on live chat. And thank you, everybody, for coming in. And can I grab the link for tonight? I'm sure you can, Paul. You just have to find it. I know. Well, why didn't you have it ready in the first place? I don't know. JRKR, Queen of the Listings. Good morning. So JRKR, here we are, 2 days before Black Friday. How many listings do you have up? Copy and paste. There's the link for the auction tonight. Oh, did I say what time it was? Wednesday, 4 o'clock. There you go. 5,920 listings. Oh my God. That's a ton of listings. Wow. So what's everybody working on other than 5,921 listings? Yes, long time. So many swamp downsizing on my inventory. Lots of fun going right now. Make me a call. Offer specials on my I've seen that, April. I saw that you were doing that. It's pretty cool. Whatever we got to do to get the sales. Lately, I've been raising my prices on some of my stuff. Like I had this Batmobile. That's 24-inch Batmobile. It came out 3-4 years ago. And I never posted it for sale because I wanted it for myself because they stopped. It was a minimal production. So I posted it. And a few days later, I've gotten so many messages. How much? And would you take this offer? Would you take that offer? Good morning, Cody.
Morning.
And finally, I kept denying every message or every offer. I said, no, I'm going to wait because I know somebody will eventually buy it. So I deleted every offer and I raised it $10 and it sold that night. I was amazed. What's happening, Cody?
Not a hell of a lot.
Thank you for coming in. This is a first for me.
Oh, you're welcome. Well, you came on my live a few times, so I figured I'd pop onto yours,
Yep. Very cool. Probably.
So you guys bought a bunch of stones and you don't know what they're called besides some of the names?
Well, no, I only have the two towers left. I know this is Caribbean calcite.
Mm-hmm.
This is very nice.
Very pretty.
And this one is Bumblebee Jasper.
Okay, Bumblebee Jasper's nice.
Yeah, I had it sold and the person didn't pay, which was the title of one of the other shows that I did. So I'll have to unwrap it. Bumblebee Jasper it really pops.
Now, are you just learning the name of stones, or because you didn't know the lingo for what the shape was called? So I'm just wondering.
Right. No, Sandy's into it more than I am.
Yeah. A lot of jewelry makers tend to know about stones because they use them in their work. So
yeah, that's how but I had to. I didn't have to, but I bought her a couple of books that she can identify stones and stuff like that.
Always a good thing.
And then my son, over the phone calls and stuff, we keep saying that mom's making jewelry and stuff. He sent her a bunch of stones, and it's like, wow, these are really, really nice. And one was, what do you call the stone that has like fire inside when you move it?
There are a lot of them.
Opal, fire opal.
Okay.
And
was it an actual fire opal, or was it just an opal that had a lot of flash and colors in it?
Yeah, do you know, Sam? Was it a fire opal?
Yeah, that's what it was labeled. And
That,
then there's two other ones.
yeah, that's what it was labeled, she said.
Okay, because the fire opal has red, orange, yellow flash in it. That's why they call it fire, because it actually looks like a flame, like flames
Yep.
flickering. But they do have black opals that also have blues and greens, and then they have confetti ones which have all the colors. Those are pretty cool. They have purple ones. They run the gamut.
Wow.
So
So you're
that's
really
awesome.
into it.
Well, yeah, I learned about Australian opals are my favorite opal, and I finally own some thanks to Just Sandy. And so yeah, I love Australian opals. Ironically, I love purple opals, the Australian purple opals, which are the least expensive on the scale.
Yep.
They still cost way more than I can afford and under normal circumstances, but it's weird because usually I pick the most expensive gemstone color out of all the gambit, like garnets. There's a purple garnet.
No, I don't even know what a garnet is.
Garnet is like a wine color. It's January's birthstone. It's like a
Ah,
deep
okay. Okay. Very
winish.
nice.
They run a range of colors from deep wine red to even an orange, but there's actually a purple garnet. And
Wow.
I got all excited because I was like, my birthstone and my favorite color. Woohoo! And then I found out how much they cost. And I went, well, shit.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, I was you can never stop learning about stones. You're never going to. They keep discovering new ones. And there are just so many beautiful stones that come out of the ground that you can never learn about all of them. There's too many variations,
Wow.
and yeah.
Well, Wonder Woman, getting ready to do my 1K celebration with auction giveaways and whatever else comes to mind, thinking somewhere around December 5 to 7.
Nice, Wendy.
Very nice, Wendy. Very, very nice. Mom's rummage room. I still think being with Wonder Woman, she could have done Mom's Hall of Justice, the Hall of Justice. She could have taken something from that theme, and went with it.
Yeah, but rummage room reminds you of rummage sales, which reminds you of getting things inexpensively
Yep.
at one location. So rummage room makes more sense.
True. True. Jessica, I'm gonna check you auction at 4. I'll be okay. Cool, Jessica. Thank you. Thank you. Hey,
Don't
one.
mess with the flow of things, Paul.
I know. Yesterday I was in, and the chat was like way past. I felt like Victoria, and I just started blasting them out. And Victoria came on and says, "Is that what I sound like when I catch up?"
Hi,
Hey, just me, Kathy. Good morning. How are you?
Kathy. My
Uh,
Kathy. Kathy, feel free to come on my show and rant today if you wish.
yeah,
Do you,
anybody's welcome to come on here too. I posted the link on the very top. That's funny, Rhonda. I posted it on Victoria's show, and Rhonda said, "Well, who the hell's going to come in?"
Well, yeah, because you said no fakers and no backstabbers, and
Right?
YouTube is full of drama. So she was saying, well, who's
Yeah,
going to show up if you aren't allowing like everyone on YouTube to come in?
exactly.
What I found interesting is you said no fakers, but then you said you played like the the snobby person or something.
The
You
entitled.
Yeah, the entitled. So if you were pretending to be something you're not, then you
Yeah,
were a faker and shouldn't have been allowed on your own show.
true. Very, very true.
Hypocrite. Paul, you're a hypocrite. Shame on you.
Yep. Iris, how are
Good
you?
morning.
Countess April, I laugh because we listed a Department 56 house and we have duplicates of items. Last month we sold this one house for $90 a month later. Wow. We sold the same for $135. Nice. Love when that happens. Love when that happens. Miss your videos. Hope you're getting
You
better.
rummage around in a thrift shop and you never know what you'll find.
Oh, see, Wendy, that makes even more sense. Wendy said mom's rummage room was actually a thrift shop her mom had when she was young.
Oh, very cool. Very
That's what
cool.
I'm saying. It's like a thrift store. You never know what you're gonna find when you rummage around in some place like that.
So it's a nostalgic name. So Paul, don't fuck with it.
Yeah. So you want someone who sounds like she's 12? Okay, give me a second.
Well, I do. I sound like I'm 12.
Wow, no idea. I don't make
And
those.
Jackie, my crazy girl, I love you guys. I miss you. Sorry, had to say it.
Well, thank you, Jackie. I miss making them. Hopefully, the next few weeks I'll be able to get back. Hard time getting motivated to do those things.
Kathy,
Yeah, I've been watching, the trainers, the YouTube people, and and people want to be YouTubers, and it is a full-time gig. Some people I was looking at one girl. She said she spends 8 to 10 hours editing a video. I wouldn't be able to do that. Just give me live footage and put it out there, and that's it.
Kathy, hold on. Kathy, make sure that you are healed up enough before you go back out there. It's getting cold, and you've had pneumonia. So
yeah, not good.
Do not need to be pushing it with that. Besides, you're clumsy and you'll fall down. So bubble wrap first. Safety first. Yeah. But seriously, I mean, with it getting colder where you are, well, it's colder everywhere. It's weird.
Yeah.
But just make sure that you're able to breathe,
Oh, yeah, definitely. Lots of zinc.
Don't push it just because people are like, oh, we miss your videos. They can keep missing them. They'll appreciate them more when you do have more.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like Warcraft was off for like 3 months, and everybody was like, "Oh, cool, you're back!" Anticipating the videos,
Jackie, don't make me throw my leg at you.
Oh, my last one was a week and a half ago.
6 weeks since my last one. That's like when we had COVID. It was 6 weeks I wasn't on. But yeah, these people, these trainers, these guru people, they tell you, just film everything. Just keep the camera going. Just film it all and then edit it down to, shorts and whatever you need. And as long as you do 2 a week, you'd be fine. One a week at the minimal. I'm having all I can do design a business card. Oh, Wonder Woman, just go to Fiverr. There's people that will do everything for $5, $10, $15.
Business cards are easy.
Yeah, I mean,
you decide what you want to put on it.
If I didn't have
your name, your business name, your address, your phone number, whatever contact information you want, pick a picture.
Yeah.
Print don't forget the info on one side and the picture on the other, and there you go.
Yep, but don't forget, add your YouTube channel, add your Facebook link,
contact information, where you want to be found. Is what you want to put on it.
Exactly, but if you go to Fiverr,
I did a book club business card when I had my bookstore in 2006. I had the bookstore name, I had the address, and I had 10 little numbers. And when all the numbers had holes in them, they got a free book.
Oh, cool.
You want to give them a reason to keep your card.
And Kathy, I have an ulterior motive because I want my groovy giggle girl back at full giggle power. Okay, so you have to heal up first and not risk it because we need you back at full groovy giggle power.
I got some business cards off Fiverr, and the dude did a bomb job.
And, sometimes people don't realize that if you want your contact info on, but if you don't want your real phone number, you can always get WhatsApp. And it's free. People can call you from all over the world. You can call people from all over the world.
Or buy a dedicated prepaid phone just for your business card. That works too.
Well, yeah, but WhatsApp is free. But I mean, look, $20, $35, $15. They'll design the logo and everything, and it's easy. Go with somebody that has, high ratings, and will give you like 2 or 3
samples,
revisions. So if they'll say that, you're not happy with this one, well, what about this one? 4 months here. Wow, 4 months not doing a video? Wow.
Hello there, Land Shark.
Well, it just jumped
Well,
over.
I think the reason that they say just keep the camera on is because it's easier to get content that for shorts and things like that. You can grab little bits and pieces, but also if you're doing a video and you just, like you said, you're just gonna let it run and not edit or anything. A lot of times you have dead space there that it's gonna make people bored and they're gonna lose, it'll lose their attention. So editing out the little blank spots, what you would call blank spots where nothing's happening, like say
Right.
you don't even realize it, but your camera's facing the floor, and you're not talking, you edit that out because nobody wants to look at your floor.
True.
So that's why people do. And like with Kathy, sometimes people will get in her videos, she has to edit them out because she doesn't have permission to video them, or something happens.
Depends on what state she's in.
Well, it's so rude to use someone on your video without their permission. So
Well, it's like the van life videos. You'll get 20 minutes of excitement out of 8 hours of filming. They edit out all the boring parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jackie, I know it's in public and deal with it and blah blah blah, but it's still rude.
Yep.
And like Kathy said, people will click off if there's dead space. So that's why a lot of people spend so much time. I know Kathy spends a lot of time editing her videos, and her videos are awesome. So obviously her time is well spent. But they're just different.
I went live yesterday at the booth, and I was just walking around 5 minutes, and of course the Christmas music was playing.
Yeah.
So I stopped because my reception at my booth was getting bad. So I said, "Thanks for watching." Pages from Pages Films and Plastics was come in and he said hello and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so I stopped, and I even had I'm on my phone, so I had my finger over the end of the phone where the mic is and the speaker and everything. And I would lift it every once in a while. "Hey, everybody, I'm filming, but the music is playing pretty loud. And I don't want to get a copyright strike." So I went to the bathroom, didn't film, came back. I looked at 9 of the showcases, and then I said, "All right, see you later. I'm going." And no sooner got in the truck and I got an email, copyright strike.
Yeah.
For Frosty the Snowman.
Because it's copyrighted.
Yeah, but it's like, so I fixed my thumbnail and I said, "Come on, YouTube, copyright strike for a Christmas song, Scrooge."
What's the difference between a Christmas song and any other song?
True.
So, okay, here's one for you, right? When I was on Ma Powell's, one of her lives, I was on her panel. I was playing some of the ringtones that I had gotten. Now, they were free use ringtones.
Yeah.
Right? Like Star Wars theme or the Wicked Witch of the West theme or whatever. She got 3 copyright strikes for 3 of the ringtones that I played. Yet they were all free use.
Wow.
Online. So yeah, I can't play my ringtones on lives anymore.
I've heard people get copyright strikes for playing the plush.
Yep.
It's a toy singing, and they got copyright.
Yep.
Vlog style is not my style. Most of my success videos have been how-to. Yeah, that's true. A lot of people like the how-tos.
Jackie, you're funny.
I'm seeing a lot more people doing the what sold this week on eBay. What sold? I don't really care about what sold personally. I care about like where you found it or things like that.
And again, there's no difference between church music and any other music. If it's copyrighted and you do not pay to use it, like on a video, then you're going to get struck for it. You have to pay to use things. They feel the artist is being ripped off.
Church music on Sundays. Wow.
Yeah. They feel the artists are being ripped off if they don't get their money for usage of their music. So it doesn't matter what kind of music it is. If it's copyrighted, they will go after you.
Speaking of copyrights and people, there's a new law, I think it's coming up in January, that you need to have the model release forms for everybody who shows up in your videos.
Wow. I'm going to put a sign on my camera that says, "Yes, I'm filming for YouTube. If you don't want to be in the video, turn away, please."
Did you really? You got copyright claims from YouTube's free music library that you can protest. That you could definitely argue with.
I have. I've had that happen
Did you
too.
really?
Yep.
See, I don't use any music because all my videos that are on my channel are all my lives. I haven't done any jewelry videos yet. Once I get back on the torch and get back in the swing of things, then I'll be doing videos. But I have no clue about editing, so for now it'll be what it is. And if there's dead time, deal with it. I will eventually learn how to edit.
Yep. Want
But,
to blow up YouTube, do yard sale content, dramatize it, proven model.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Anything that is dramatized or has some drama about it or in it is going to sell. I mean, it's been proven for years. Look how long Days of Our Lives has been running. Okay, sex and drama, it sells.
Yeah.
So
Think about somebody getting pulled over by the cops for dumpster diving. Bet you $10 it won't be videoed.
Yeah. I have done that, Kathy. You get a song off the YouTube site that's copyright free, and I put it down, and I still got a copyright strike for it. Sometimes more so on Facebook than YouTube, and then some songs more on YouTube than Facebook.
There's not a lot of music in the dumpsters, right? The dumpsters are just not musically inclined.
For everyone to listen to, why does it matter if you play it on your channel? True. They used to say, way back, if it was published, if it was publicized,
Hey, Jerry.
for the public, you should be able to use it.
Okay, here's the difference. All right, if I was a musical artist, all right, and I have my song on my channel, I'm getting those hits. If you take my music and play it on your channel, then you're getting the hits instead of me. So
Right.
you're taking my attention away from my music. You know what I'm saying? So that's why they don't, because those artists and channels and things like that, if they have a YouTube channel and they're playing their music, they're getting paid for that because they got a crap ton of subscribers and they're monetized. So if you're taking their hits away and their views away, they're losing money. So that's why it can be on their channel, but not on your channel, unless you have their permission.
Right.
Y'all remember
Yeah.
Napster?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
You know why Napster shut down?
Oh, yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah. Hey, Jerry, how are you? Yeah.
The artists were not getting paid for the shared files.
Right.
Jackie, Jerry Springer chant. That's right.
Yeah. Very true. Hey, Stephen, how are you? Very true. Yeah, I often wondered if I was to play my old radio show, because we used, I use regular music as intros and stuff like that, if I would get hit, because at that point it was my show and I had the rights to everything. So I wonder if they could stop that.
Well, that would depend on the contract with the copyright usage. Because you would have had to get permission to use the music, and there would be some kind of contract with that. Now, whether it's said in the contract you could only use it for the show in the format that it was being used in, then no, you cannot play it on your channel right now.
Yeah.
You know
true.
what I'm saying? So it would depend on the terms of the copyright usage.
Very true.
When
It's
someone
all about
goes
the
to
dollar.
sell a manuscript,
And doing a lot of local
send it off to a publisher. It's stated what rights are for sale.
If you don't have the rights, you still have
Whether it's print rights, North American rights, world rights, all rights. It depends on what rights are for sale to the publishing company.
Right.
It's like,
Makes
do
you
you
wonder what
have
they charge for that.
the rights to use that stuff on YouTube? If you don't, you got to specifically buy those rights.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly, Jerry. It's all about the dollar. You know what I mean? Everybody wants the dollar. And I mean, musical artists, you think that they just, throw a mic in their face and sing something, but it actually does take a lot of work to put music together. And
Oh, yeah.
And that's before a note's ever sung or wrote down.
so
Iris knows a lot for a 12-year-old.
I'm not 12.
And it's pretty bad when you hear about Paul McCartney doing his show, and he has to pay to play the Beatles music on his own concert.
Well, it depends on which
Hey,
Beatles
Jerry.
music. Hi, Jerry, my favorite Lady Death hookup.
See, I'm not 12. I just sound like it.
Yeah, the whole thing behind that, it does get rather tricky. Like you just said, like with Paul McCartney, he does have to pay the other Beatles because they contributed, so they got to get their piece of the pie. Is all
Exactly.
it is, and it does get rather gray area and everything. But this is why, like when they show Seinfeld, all those people got to get a check. Even
Residuals.
if the check is like 5 cents.
Mhm.
That's what they're going to get. So it doesn't matter that, like you said, Paul, it came from your show. You had to pay those other people for those rights.
Exactly.
So if you don't have a contract that says that you can play this anytime and you don't have to pay them again, you play it again, you got to send those people a check. Because if not, they can sue you for $10,000. And so instead of you giving them a $5 check, you're now giving them 10 grand.
Right.
Yeah,
So
that's what I was
why
saying.
it becomes a gray area.
That's what I was saying about the copyright contract. It depends on the terms that are on that contract for usage.
And
So
it's the
that's
same
why-
thing like Iris said. If it's not stated that it's worldwide that you can use it, if it's just for domestic use, this is why sometimes we don't get stuff that's been released overseas because we didn't negotiate the rights for it. So it becomes a very tricky thing. And this is
So
why
maybe
now all these stations are now just looking for new ways to hit to get $1 from everybody.
So maybe all us
Copyright is very
YouTubers,
slippery.
just need to sing our own songs.
Well, if you have your own generic music, then you just put that on, and that's
Yeah,
it.
but then we still get a hit for that. Like some of us were saying, even though we mention the artist and everything, we still get a hit. there's
No, I'm
copyright-
saying that if you just play generic music in the background that is already in public domain.
I
Then
agree,
you don't-
Jackie.
Right.
I do.
Good morning, Michelle P. How are you?
Word of mouth promotion is huge. So yeah, and on one hand, letting other people use your music, but you have to only have a select few. Does not everybody be able to play your music
Yeah, but
whenever?
the
because
artist,
you're never
you're
never gonna make
the
any
artist
money.
will want to, say, yeah, here, play my music. I don't care because it's giving me publicity.
Right.
But their agent, the guy who was on drums, the guy who was on guitar, is going to say, no, I want to get paid. I don't care that you don't want to get paid, but I want to get paid. And that's
Yeah,
where the problem ends.
Y'all
Hey, Kyle, good
remember the
morning.
concept of a stripped book?
Michelle P had a good point too. She had a good question too. Why can we use copyrighted music on Instagram? I don't know anything about Instagram, so I don't
I'd
know.
say his Instagram hasn't blocked it yet
Yeah.
because they haven't come up with rules about copyrighted stuff.
Yeah, Instagram, TikTok, they're all singing today's top 40.
It's like
that.
how many copyrighted patterns are there running around on Facebook? Couple groups I'm in, you got like 15,000 different patterns,
Well,
and
that's the other
one
thing.
way or
too.
another, they're all copyrighted. A
Facebook,
good many of them, there's nobody to defend the copyright,
yeah.
but they're all copyrighted.
Well, Facebook and YouTube are all ad supported too. I don't think TikTok and Instagram are.
Thank God for ad blocker.
Good morning, Kyle.
I put an ad blocker on my Google Chrome. I don't see ads.
Good question. I think all the resellers need to create a rap together, and then we have Victoria.
No. Victoria cannot rap. Do not do that. Mm-mm-mm.
No, Victoria would sound wrong rapping.
Thing and everyone, yeah, true.
Victoria can't rap. She kind of beatboxes, and it's not pretty.
Did you all see the movie about Facebook? What's it called? I forget what the name of it is. About the inventor of Facebook and how they got it started.
No.
Yeah,
Zuckerman.
social media or something like that.
Social
Yeah.
media, yeah. The same thing. I don't know if you heard the news. The same thing now is happening to the guy that invented Bitcoin.
Hmm.
His partner or whatever said, well, he's not the only inventor. It's mine too. So they're saying when that goes, social media, they're saying when that goes to court, Bitcoin might plummet.
Well, it's already been plummeting because China already said that they're stopping digging for the gold for those coins. So they've all taken a hit in the last 2 weeks.
I thought Bitcoins were all cyber.
They
It is.
are.
It
Yeah,
is.
but it's
That's
all
why-
There's a
supported
physical
by the metal
representation
that
of them as well.
is dug up in China.
Oh, okay.
So China's already said that they're slowing down production and
It's
they're
not
not
like
going
you
to
can't
be
find gold
producing as
anywhere.
much.
It's
I
not
don't
like you
think we're
can't find
talking about
gold
the
anywhere
same
else in the
thing,
world.
Jerry. I don't think we're talking about the same thing.
But it's all on the same thing because then it's also going to lead into how much shares that they're all going to want when they finally go to court to fight over it.
Yeah, he owns what, 1 billion something shares. And each share is with Bitcoin now. I don't know, thousands and thousands of dollars per coin. So the guy's going to be like instant billionaire.
I think it was 6 months ago. China was seizing all the computers people were mining bitcoins with in China.
Oh, wow. Yeah, was it just last week? It had skyrocketed, and it's like, damn, finally.
Yeah, I follow a Discord that has that follows cyber currencies,
Yep.
and Bitcoin dropped like 10,000 points. Yeah,
Yeah.
like overnight.
Yep. Yeah, it's like when Tesla said he's not going to accept Bitcoin, and that helped. That made it drop.
I don't know. I don't follow all that crap. I don't have any real money. Well, I'm not worried about fantasy money. Sorry.
Well, I mean, they're all
I know
talking
a
the
feeling,
different way things are going to
Cat.
go. If you see that movie Ready Player One, it's like that's what we're all heading to is, the big cyber universe. Everybody's going to have their own space in cyber universe. That's like I got into Cardano because of that. And you can do anything you want in your own little cyberspace. But
Anne McCaffrey wrote a series of books.
I thought they didn't
The
know.
first one
Oh,
I
they
read
do.
of this particular group was a group of short stories called Get Off the Unicorn. And it was a futuristic society, and someone had determined that they had the people, us unto public people at the bottom of the barrel, have a right to an untraceable currency.
Wow.
Jackie, that would not be difficult for me.
I'm afraid we are all going to plug in our VR headphones and live better lives than we are now.
Now
I
we're
didn't.
gonna
I
end up
didn't
like
read
the people
those
from,
books by her. I read
Wall-E.
McCafferty's perm books, but I didn't read the other ones.
The
Yeah,
ones
we're
about
gonna end up like the
Gamia,
people from Wall-E that just sit on
Gamia's
floating
children, Lion's
couches
Bride.
and float all over the place.
No, the ones about Pern. The dragons.
Oh, I read the Perm ones too.
Well, so is everybody ready for Thanksgiving?
No.
I'll be doing what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, me too.
Sitting on YouTube yakking.
Me too. I'm gonna go
Michelle,
see
you
if
okay?
Maybe eating at my sister's house, but I doubt it.
I'm going nowhere. No one's coming here, so you can have
don't
3 legs
expect
in
to go
metaverse. Woohoo! My mom brought me some food yesterday, so I can make. I'm gonna be making ham, mashed potatoes. Even though they're instant, I can deal. I've dealt with them for 20 years. Some peas, and then she even brought me pie and ice cream.
Ooh.
And
Nice.
so I'll be able to make my own holiday dinner. I just will be sitting here by myself all day. So, well,
Yeah, but you have YouTube.
Yep.
You have do you have FaceTime on
why
your
would I
phone?
need that? No, I don't do anything on my phone except play games.
Oh, okay. I mean, you can
Yeah.
always reach out to your family and stuff, and
Speaking of phones,
My mom doesn't do video chats or anything, and there isn't anybody else that wants to talk to me in my family. So
my new toy,
okay,
free phone.
it's a phone.
free's good. I like free.
Free phone that cost me $90.
Oh wow,
I had to pay my sister's phone bill.
I love instant mashed potatoes.
Hey,
cold.
Jackie and Sarah, in the VR world, I could be thin and pretty, and nothing would be broken. I'd have my leg back. I wouldn't be alone, and that would
I
be
wouldn't have a beak of a nose.
that would be a
that was
much
broken.
better life than I have right now. But it's not a VR world and ideal. So, I mean, I've
I'd be just what I am now, a schleb.
I've gotten so much set up in my craft studio, and I have a lot more supplies to bring out there. But I'm hoping, see, my grabber's broken, so it's hard for me to grab things that are out of reach. But
Well, I have to go for a minute.
I'm hoping that. Oh, thank you, Pam. I'm hoping that I'll be able to get my torch fired up and be soldering again, either on Turkey Day or shortly thereafter. But I should be able to have at least Christmas presents made for my grandkids. That
So
my
with the
mom
torch, you can make
What?
a nice creme brulee.
It is actually a creme brulee torch. They use it for desserts and things. Creme brulee.
Nice.
It's the same kind of. Yeah, Kathy. The kind with the suction cups on them, like they're called a Gopher 2 at Walmart, and they have them on Amazon too. But they have the suction cups, like this. But mine broke, and I had to duct tape it, and I can't really grab anything heavy because this will just fall apart.
Wait a minute. You have a torch. Solder it.
It's not. It's aluminum. You can't solder
Aluminum.
aluminum.
I was gonna say, yeah, it's aluminum. They're made cheap anyway, so.
I'm in South Carolina, Pam.
Oh,
And
you're
for
now out
Christmas-
where Mr. Big Lots lives now.
I don't know. I don't know where in South. Is he in South Carolina now?
He just moved out there.
You know what part?
I don't know. He just said he moved to South Carolina.
I think he's near Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, that's over near Debbie.
I've been to Myrtle Beach. I was there about a month after Hugo went through.
Yeah, that's the opposite side of the state for me. I'm way over by Georgia. I'm in the top northwest corner of South Carolina.
Let me ask Treasure Hustlers a question, because I know they're into cards, sports cards and stuff. Have you been following Tops? Their Tops are offering once a month. They're offering NFTs. Did you buy any of those? Are you getting into those? NFTs is like a digital collectible.
I think that's the most foolish thing ever.
It's not foolish because if you can use it, like Marvel and Disney have been talking about releasing NFTs on some of their stuff, but then it's like, well, if you're gonna pay $1,000, $2,000, $5,000 for this NFT, can I put it on a T-shirt? Can I put it on a mug? Can I make things with it and make my money back since now you own that image?
No, you don't technically own the image. It's like buying a piece of their artwork. All you can do is resell it. You can't do anything else with it.
Well, that's where everybody's concerned about. If you can, then it's worth it.
If I buy fabric that has precious moments on it, I can make the fabric into something else and sell the item. But I cannot advertise precious moments.
Yeah.
Called first use doctrine.
Yeah, it's the same. It's going to be the same thing.
You're not buying the image. You're buying the form it's in. Like this baseball card.
Mm-hmm.
I can sell this card, but I can't duplicate it. I can't put the image on anything else.
Because you don't own that.
Because I just own the card. I don't own the copyright. Or the trademark. Either one.
Yeah. That's all it is. That's why I'm like, no. And I'd rather have the physical piece in my hand, not
Me too.
I got a. If I want a picture of Godzilla dancing on Gamera, I can get that anytime I want and make a picture on the computer. But I'd rather have the card in my hand to say I have it.
Right.
I want to put it up on my wall. I mean, if they say, well, you can print it out. Yeah. And so I'm paying you $5,000 to print out a piece of paper, that's like this. Really? This is $5,000? No, it's not. Go away from me. Anybody who's buying into that is a retard as far as I'm concerned. I got land in
Physical
Florida for you to
stuff.
buy.
Because if your
All right,
computer,
everybody,
your,
hold on.
your storage medium crunches, there goes your $5,000.
Hold on, everybody. 9:30 a.m., 11/24/2021. Jerry calls anybody that is buying that stuff a retard. Let's visit this next year at this time to see how many millionaires were made by buying that stuff.
The millionaires will be the ones that are selling that stuff because
Yeah.
idiots will be buying it.
There you go, because they think it's worth it.
Yeah.
Well, you got to remember, nothing is worth anything till somebody gives you the money for it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So if
Like a
these
house
people
is supposed to be worth
stop
half a
buying these fake pieces of art and all that and think that they're going to make fortunes, it's not going to happen. The ones that are making it now are the ones that are saying, oh, yeah, this is something new. Let me jump into it. And that's it. But once it reaches its peak and everything, and people start realizing, like I said, that you can't hold that thing in your hand. You don't own it. And
Here's
I can
something-
print out, like I said, like you like this guy. Well, let me print out 10,000 pictures and say, give me $500 for each one. You're going to look at me and say, I'm nuts. But yet Disney's doing it and people are paying it.
Yeah.
So,
Well, here's something. When resellers sit there and they grab an item and they're like, and this is really rare and it's worth so much, and it's a common item, but they're saying it's worth, say $500. So the price that they're selling it for is a really good deal. Yet the thing is worth maybe $5 more than what they're selling it for.
Oh, like
Right. And
this
you
pair of
buy it,
earrings.
and then you try to resell it, and you can't.
Yeah.
And then what do you do?
I could say this pair of earrings is worth $500, and people would look at me funny.
Yeah.
I might get 5 out of it.
True. No,
they're jumping onto it
Because that's about how much the components to make it cost.
You've got all these sports celebrities that are jumping into it and saying that it's worth a lot. And it's really not. Because like I says, you wouldn't give me $1,000 for this piece of paper that has a piece of artwork on it. You'd be looking at me like, what are you, nuts?
Yeah.
But yeah, you're going to do it with Topps. You're going to do it with Disney. I'm like, I don't understand it. Am I missing something here? What's the difference? It's a piece of artwork. I got a piece of artwork. You got a piece of artwork.
Jackie, you should know better than to. Jackie, my love, you know better than to follow someone else's plan. Okay, so knock it off. Walk your own path, honey. Don't follow the crowd. It's okay. I don't care what anybody has planned for me. They can.
Yeah.
They'll have to come here and wheel my fat ass into that plan, okay? Because otherwise, I'm not going. I'm just stubborn like that. They don't have any right to plan my future.
Cody,
My future, damn it.
When you start making stuff, are you
When
going
they
to
start paying my bills, then they can tell me what to do.
I can't hear you, Paul. What?
When you start making stuff, are you making it to sell also?
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. You see, just Kathy?
Kathy. Thank you, Kathy. I love you.
Look at this. You'd love the plan, legs and all.
I mean, yeah, it would be a nice place to visit, but it's not reality, and I am firmly grounded in reality. Well, at least I have one foot in reality, okay? I don't know where the other foot is, so who knows, but...
I don't. I live in fantasy land, and it's right behind my house.
Yeah, true.
Something
But yeah,
for sale.
yeah, Paul, right now my son is helping me with $200 a month. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to afford to live in this house. But he lost his job last month, and he hasn't been able to find anything.
Mm-hmm.
So if I don't have that $200, I'm going to be $200 short on rent, and I am month to month. So my landlord could go, get out.
Wow.
So
you got to do something.
I doubt that I will be able to, because I'm not able to make anything quite yet, and I doubt I'll be able to sell enough, make enough, and sell enough to be able to make rent. But hopefully, if I have it started and generating, he'll be a little understanding, and I'll be able to kind of slide and pay it a little as I go. You know, I can let him know, hey, I've got $20, or hey, I've got $30, or whatever, every
Right.
you know, few days maybe.
Yeah, but now you got to watch out for once January when the 1099 kicks in.
I highly doubt that I will make enough to have to file a 1099.
You never know.
I'm not Sandy. Okay, my stuff isn't going to sell for hundreds of dollars. I have a lot of the designs in my head look really good. Whether or not they'll play out and actually work when I make them, I don't know. But we'll try, and I hope that people like what I'm making, and my stuff is not going to be priced hugely high. Like I said,
Well, have they decided which way they're going with it yet? Is it 600 a month you have to have, or is it 600 a year?
No, 600 a year.
100 a year.
Then 600 a year, you're going to be able to do 600 in a year.
Well, in a year, yeah, but I won't be doing that in a month. So,
No, but there you go.
No, it's a year.
I mean,
I know some of them were talking that they want to go by the month.
I mean, I need to be able to make enough money to be able to make my rent, and to maybe do my own grocery shopping would be nice, to buy my own food. Because right now,
make a living.
My mom has been paying for my food. My YouTube angels have been helping me with everything else. Otherwise, I'd be on the street with my dog on a leash with me sitting in a wheelchair. I mean, the money's just not there. So
how many, what's your YouTube at? What's your YouTube channel at? How many subscribers do you have?
Right now I have 200 and hold on, I'll check.
I have 4, and I'm not even one of them.
240. Ooh, I got some subscribers. I have 240 subs.
So you need to get monetized too, so you can get that income.
I mean, I almost have my hours actually.
Yep.
But I'll be losing hours in January because I started January 22nd. And if you're not monetized within a year of having your hours and everything, then you lose it. So I will start losing
again.
Right now I have 3,779 public watch hours.
Oh wow, nice.
So
but you have to get subs. You need subs.
Yeah.
So you can get monetized. And then you can start working on getting what do you sell or make to sell, says Facebook user. Oh, I forgot to say that. And there's like a dozen people on Facebook. Anybody, if you want to come in to see what everybody's chatting, because nobody's going to see you unless I put it up on the screen like this, just click on the link. It'll take you to the YouTube channel, and you can see everybody's chat. You can chat along with them. But that's a question for you, Cody.
I make jewelry. I work with copper, sterling silver, and sometimes gold. Little bits of gold because it's expensive. And natural stones, sea glass, basically anything that's pretty that I can put in jewelry and people might like. But I do soldering, I do metal stamping, I do beadwork, I do all kinds of stuff.
Nice.
I can't really do wire wrapping too much because I have neuropathy in my hands, and trying to get the wire that tight, and it hurts. So, but I can do simple wire wrapping.
Have to take the boys for a morning park walk if anything bad happens from Sarah's fault. All right, enjoy the walk. I took my baby for a walk this morning myself. Hope to see in the metaverse for my nerdy 19-year-old kid to have virtual girlfriend. Oh, here you go. Where do you buy your supplies?
Most of my supplies I get from beeducation.com. I also get some from Fire Mountain Gems and some from Rio Grande when I can afford them.
Wow, yeah, Sandra likes that Fire Mountain Gems too.
Yeah.
And
I got a Fire Mountain Gems catalog that was this freaking thick.
Yep. We went to the last gem and jewelry show, and Sandy's taken too much time at every table and booth, so I just went
There's
around.
no such thing as too much time at every table, Paul. Don't be blasphemous.
Well, I just went around. I wanted to film it, and I didn't. The funny thing is, I didn't even post the video yet, and I said I would. I found a supplier for wire and stuff like that she uses.
Mm-hmm.
And we were talking. I said, can we open up a wholesale account or whatever? Here's our tax number. And so she says, oh, absolutely. That was October 29th, our anniversary. They have yet to respond. It's like, well, do you want customers or not?
A lot of
the Disney show this weekend?
Huh?
Are you going to the Disney show this weekend?
The pin collectors thing?
No, it's a 2-day show.
Bye, Pam.
Have a good one, Pam.
A lot of the things.
The pin collector one too, but
a lot of the things.
I haven't been to the collectors one in like 6 months. Sorry.
A lot of the things at those gem and stone shows and things like that are way overpriced. You can get some decent deals on like the last day and the last few hours, but while they're breaking down their tables, people give stuff away, like the display stuff, for companies and things like that, because they just don't want to pack it back up and haul it back home. But you go there and something like a gemstone tower or something that would normally cost you maybe $30, you're going to pay $65 for. They up everything because everybody wants to say, "Hey, I bought this at the gem show."
Well,
okay. Then you consider how much. Then you consider how much the tables at the show cost.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but the show we go to, you have to be a retailer. You have to give them your tax ID and everything to get in.
They still up price everything.
Well,
I mean, if you buy in bulk, they might give you a deal, but
they sell flats. They sell flats of stones and stuff like that.
Prices at those places are usually a lot higher. Just like Jerry was saying that he can make more money going to shows than he can doing auctions because people will pay a higher price for things.
Yeah.
At the shows, at like Comic-Cons and things like that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a business, it's a good business. Basically, you're making more money if you go to the shows. So on the downside, when the customer goes to the shows, they're paying more money.
Right.
And it all depends on where the show is.
Yeah, and it depends on which side of the table you're on.
They'll pay, like $50 for one type of poster, but if I sell it up north, I can get $75 to $100.
Right. Yeah, it's location and which side of the table you're on as to whether or not you're getting the best out of everything. And I mean, it's all, about.
I've got some craft shows I could do this summer that'll cost me $150 a piece for the tables. But how am I going to get there?
I can't get anywhere either. That's why I was trying to hold on to my Jeep Laredo because it has a lot of space, so I could put a lot of things in the back to take it to like my farmer's market here, which allows you to sell handmade things.
Oh yeah.
Or to the jockey lot, which is the huge flea market here in town. It's one of the largest flea markets in the country.
So what happened to it?
The city said that because it wasn't registered and insured, it was considered abandoned, even though it was not falling apart and it was in no way looked like an abandoned vehicle. And they said I had to get rid of it or the property owner was going to get fined. So I ended up selling it to a guy who needed the door. And I sold it to him for $100 because I had to get it out of here. The landlord was screaming at me about it. So, yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
I was really mad. I'm still bitter. I'm still bitter. I mean, it needed some repair. I needed a new hose, radiator hose, a new thermostat, possibly the water pump. I'm not sure if the water pump went or not. But definitely a new hose and a new thermostat. And then I just needed to register and insure it. And of course, if I can't even pay my rent, I can't register and insure a vehicle. So, and yes, I still have my driving foot, so I could still drive. But now I have no way to get anywhere, so kind of sucks.
Yeah, I'd get someplace. I call my sister. Then I have to come up with gas money to give her. And yeah.
Michelle, what do you mean by accessories?
I'm sure like the wire or stones and stuff like that.
Yeah. possibly. Right now I'm hoarding everything so I can use it to make things. And I have people that send me stones and things. I mean, you remember Stash 51? It was actually during what Jerry said was his final auction with you that Stones Stash was in the chat and said, "Hey, I have some stones that I can send you for your birthday if you want them." And I was like, "Sure." I never turned down stones, and I thought I was going to get little stone chips or tumbles or something. He sent me faceted cut gemstones, and it's a whole tray of them. It's like 18 inches long by like 8 inches wide, and it's all these little specimen containers with gemstone cut. I mean, they're gemstones cut, faceted, and he said they're all real, and I'm like, holy crap.
Nice.
So I have all those to work with. Willow sent me a box with, I mean, I have Ziploc bags full of cabochons, and I've been buying supplies for the past 2.5, 3 years. I haven't been able to buy anything, but I cannot stand it when I make something and then I have to wait to buy more supplies to make something else. That drives me crazy. So I've been slowly building up my supplies so that I can
accessories
have like a little flow.
If you watch some auctions, you can get discounts on some stuff, or talk to someone else like me who supplies some resellers on Facebook. Well,
I have plenty
we don't know who you are. Put your link in.
I have plenty of resources for stones and things like that. I mean, I've got Mr. Gem, I've got Just Sandy, I've got all kinds of people that work with natural stone and things, and I have supplies and sources and things like that. Ring holders. I don't even have ring holders. I have a mandrel. I have three mandrels, but I don't have displays. I actually have no displays for my jewelry, so
I don't either.
This is my display. Okay.
Yep.
So
hold things up.
Yep.
Check it out. This is the display.
Yep. And I do have another camera. I have an external camera, which is actually much clearer than my laptop camera. The problem is the microphone on it sucks. So I tried using the external camera and the microphone for my laptop, and it wouldn't work. So I got to play around with it. Huh?
Did it say why?
No. It just, as soon as I plug the camera in, everything switched to that camera. And even though when I tried to manually switch it back, it still was the camera. So I got to play around with that a little bit.
Yeah, you should be able to. You should be able to
switch the mics. I know.
Yeah.
Because you can switch the camera, switch the mics, and all that, but it won't stick. It won't stay. So I don't know. I gotta work at it. I actually got the camera from Save Here First from Ella, because during Adam Hartman Maid's friendship wheel, I won a mystery box from Ella, and it had this little external no name camera in it, and I'm like, well, I'm sure she's not going to give me a really good camera in the mystery box, because I got a lot of stuff in that mystery box that was worth way more than $50.
Right.
And I plugged the camera in, and it was clear. It's got a wider view. Like you can see like over here and over here, and I'm like, whoa, I need to cover.
Yeah, look at what's behind me.
And
this side has my couch. Luckily, everything's covered up at the moment. This side over here has my recycling. Then there's my stack of boxes I haven't opened yet. And all this takes away from what I'm selling.
Mm-hmm. Well, the camera quality itself.
Which is why when I actually sell stuff, I tend to go like this with my camera. So you're only seeing what I'm presenting.
I mean, the camera quality itself is clear as Paul and Jerry's. So it's not all like my camera is right now. It's very clear. I was like, whoa. Okay, I don't know if I like that. People can actually see me. But it's just the microphone. The microphone works. It's just the volume is very low.
Right.
So like when I was using
that just seems like an internal setting you have to adjust.
Yeah. So when I was
it might be just, you're on Windows, right?
Yeah.
Just double click on your sound icon and it'll bring up all the settings.
Okay.
Stephen says display does help sell items and great pictures and details of items.
I know.
Stephen, if you want to put the link on, if you're, you are you sell supplies and stuff, I'm sure a lot of people, even the lurkers in here, would be interested.
I might not have sold anything yet. I might not have been doing any sales or auctions or any of that, but I've been hanging out with all of you crazy reseller people for well over a year now. I'm at this point I'm not an amateur. I've got all my shipping stuff. All I have to do is sign up for Pirate Ship. But I've got my scale, I've got my printer, I've got my little envelopes, I've got bubble wrap because I scavenge it from things that get sent to me.
Pirate Ship.
I've got
Does
little.
Is Pirate Ship a subscription service?
No.
No, free.
Yeah, you just have to sign up for it with USPS, right?
No.
Oh.
Pirate Ship is free.
You don't have to sign up for it or anything?
Nope.
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, you have to sign up for Pirate Ship.
Well, that's what I just said.
Yeah,
No,
but it's
but
just a matter of, it's not a pay thing. It's just you open up your own account. You put your name, your address, and your payment type and all that stuff.
Yeah. Well, I didn't say you had to pay for Pirate Ship. I just said I had to sign up for it.
Well, it just needs your info so it knows where to bill you when you send packages through them.
Right. So I haven't done that yet. That's one thing. But I have my scale. I have everything out there, all on the table. I'm going to be using for shipping. It's just a matter of I have some supplies that are already out there and other supplies that are still in here. The problem is some of the things I have out there are the same as I have in here, like blanks. Like I'll have, like silver blanks. I have some out there, some in here. I need them all to be in one place so I can organize them. You know what I mean? So I'm still doing that. And I have some more of my soldering equipment that I need to get out there. I scared my mom because I was like, Mom, look, my torch still works. And I lit it and she didn't hear me when I said, hey, look, it still works. She turned around and she's like, ah! I'm like, sorry. I was well away from her. I did not try to set my mom on fire. Don't panic. But she wasn't expecting it.
Hello, Kathy's online sales.
Yeah, hi, Kathy's online sales. Good morning. Welcome in. Welcome.
Yeah, I'm definitely not an amateur when it comes to knowing how to sell something. That's why I invested in the $300 phone.
Post office.
This is a business investment because it's got a triple camera on the back, and I've already tested it. It takes really good pictures. I've already got a trifold whiteboard so that I can take decent pictures.
Yep.
And I'm good. I know what I'm doing, and I do give very good descriptions when I describe something. So
cool.
Sometimes I describe things with too much detail. So
Steve, the Facebook user, says, I heard pirate in USPS or same thing or local post office.
Well, Pirate Ship is through USPS, but aren't they also doing UPS now?
UPS now too, yeah.
The local post office is the last place you want to go to send a commercial shipment.
Yeah, you'll pay.
They're like
10% rates.
10% more than you get anywhere online, including eBay and PayPal.
See, my biggest thing is I need to schedule for home pickup because I can't get anywhere to ship.
Yep.
So they have to come here and pick it up, and I'm not leaving it outside. So they need to come here and at a certain time where I can be at the door because it takes a few minutes for me to get in the wheelchair. So,
Yeah, but you can do like mine. I know on Mondays, and I put it because there's a little box at the bottom of the day. I put down, I know it's Monday and I know they won't be here until after 3. As long as it's before 5, I'm okay.
Yeah.
But you can put in there, it's going to be at the front door. Please ring the bell. Yes, there is a dog. Just give me a couple of minutes to get to the door. Yeah.
Well, there's no dog. The dog stays in my room.
Right.
Unless I'm already out there, because I will eventually be buying her a dog bed for out there, because she'll stay out there and keep me company. But she doesn't bother anybody. She just barks when someone's at the door. But everybody is a friend that Simi hasn't met yet. But yeah, if I'm in my room, if I'm in here and someone comes to the door, it takes me a good 3 minutes or so to get my shoe on, to get in the wheelchair, blah, blah, blah. It's a process. Yeah. So, by then I mean, a lot of the times they're gone. I have to ask the neighbor, did someone just knock on my door? And they're like, oh yeah, it was delivery guy. I got it for you. Don't take my packages to your house. Just leave them on my porch. What the hell? I'm like, but yeah, they're trying to be helpful. So I don't yell at them or anything, but still it's annoying because if I go out there and there's nobody there, I never know I have a package until like 4 days later when they're like, oh yeah, by the way, really?
Right.
So it's like, if you're going to take my package for me, get your ass over to my house. I'm home. Get over here and bring it to me. But anyway, they don't do that too often. So, and I get pissed off at delivery people for giving it to a stranger. That's not me. It's not their package. Why are you giving it to them? They're standing on the street.
They shouldn't be doing that.
So,
and like I said to some people yesterday too, there's the increased porch pirates now coming out of the
because it's holidays.
Pirates going to come out of the woodwork at Christmas time.
Yep. Everybody wants to steal everybody's presents. And
right.
yes,
but if you're buying from Amazon has this option where you can have it delivered to their storage bins, and mine is just right down the street at a store on the corner. So
that does me absolutely no good, Paul. I can't get anywhere.
True, very true.
So
that's when you leave the delivery instructions.
Amazon isn't following delivery. Amazon is not following delivery instructions at my house, and they've been late. Two different deliveries in a row. One was from Copper State Treasure. She sent me popcorn M&Ms. They were delivered 5 days late. Delivery instructions were to leave it at my door. I cannot get out on my porch to grab anything. It has to be right next to my door so I can grab it from the wheelchair with my grabber. And Wendy, right? So they left it at the end of my damn porch by the steps. Like, they didn't even come all the way up the steps. They just came halfway up and tossed it onto my porch. And now Victoria sent me something. She sent me some Tylenol, like generic Tylenol, and they were supposed to be here Saturday. Still nothing.
Wow.
So, my neighbor has been waiting over a month for a radiator that was supposed to be delivered by Amazon like a month and a half ago. He's still waiting for it, and he's not happy.
I don't think Amazon, they want you to pay the $99 a year for
Prime,
and their free 1-day delivery. I can't remember the last time I got something delivered from Amazon in 1 day anymore.
Mm-mm.
It's crazy.
Well, the package you sent me took 3 days.
Wow. Yeah. See?
But yet the post office, ironically enough, I've had like the last 3 times that my USPS informed delivery has said I have a package arriving in like 2 or 3 days. It shows up that day. I'm like, so the post office is ahead of schedule. Amazon is behind schedule.
The last 2 packages I got through the mail showed up early.
Yeah, that's what I just
said.
The
day before the tracking said it was due.
Yeah, that's like what I just
they're all
said.
fouled up in their systems right now.
Yes.
And
they
need to get unfouled up. It's not like you don't expect the holiday season every damn year. Hello, be prepared.
Yeah.
You know what's coming, but yet they're all like, oh, we got caught by surprise. It happens every year. It's annual. How could you get caught by surprise?
Right.
I'm like, look, do your job.
They're not expecting people to think sensibly to say that.
Oh.
That's why they get mad at me when I say that. I say, what? Like, you didn't expect Thanksgiving to show up?
Right? Like Christmas came as a surprise. Christmas came as a surprise this year, did it?
Christmas came as a surprise, and here we are anticipating Christmas in September. Or if you're a retailer planning to sell something for Christmas, they start in March for next year's supplies.
And by the way,
wholesalers are making things for next Christmas now.
Popcorn M&Ms are M&M crack. I'm just saying.
Oh, really?
They are so good.
All right, everybody. It's 10. I'm going to cut it here. I've been pretty lucky with
Hi, boss.
I've ordered 1 day, but that'll come. It was 1 day, so yes, no complaints yet. Oh, hold on. Right. I usually never go to the post office. Plus, if you have a lot of shipping out, talk to the sales rep, get your shipping down even further. I had someone call me from a couple of different shipping companies. Steve, you need to come on and talk with us.
Yeah, Kathy's
I just
online sales.
subscribed to your channel also, your Facebook channel.
Kathy's online sales said everyone's getting the ring cameras or like the doorbell cameras. Yeah,
Flippin'
it'll let
sports
you.
guy
It'll let you see
showing
somebody
up
walk
just as
off.
we're ending.
Right,
Let you see someone
exactly.
walk off with your shit. You're still not going to get your shit back. But
Exactly.
you watch them walk off with it. I think my neighbors across the street from me have one. I don't know how much of my porch, because I have I'm up higher than them, and I have the double ramp going down. I don't know
Yep.
how much of my porch they can see, but yeah, their doorbell definitely looks different than it used to. So I'm pretty sure that they have one of the ring cameras. Hey, Paul.
Yep. Hey, Paul, flipping sports guy. Good morning. Welcome in.
But I've
Yeah,
never
a lot
had.
of people are getting that. Those.
I've never actually had anyone steal anything off my porch. So, and we used to have scavengers that lived down the street that would, a couple of days before trash pickup, would just walk. My son's bicycle got stolen out of the backyard, but I've never had anyone steal a package from the house. So
Wow.
we've
Yeah,
gotten
we
lucky.
have that even in our community. One of the big things we have in our community is people are always posting on the local page, "Hey,
Wait,
so your package was delivered."
wait. Even in your community, well, aren't we a little pretentious there, Paul?
No, I mean the community
Hey,
that I live
boys.
in.
Even in Paul's community, lucky
The
dog.
community that I live in, it's only 200 homes. People say that, "Hey, so and so, your package was left on my door," or "I received a package for this person. If you know who they are, tell them I'll leave it outside." So it's always getting delivered to the wrong house or
I've had
whatever.
some of my packages go to my neighbor downstairs. She'll bring them up and she'll knock on my door and she said, "This showed up in my mailbox." I'm like, "Thank you, Marie."
Good morning, Callie. Thanks
Hey,
for
Callie.
coming in. Don't miss out. Have to take part. Mom's Rummage Room. She's going to be doing her 1,000 celebration.
Paul, that's cool.
The ring cameras are great. We never have an issue, but they're a help. There was a chaotic converter stolen up
Catalytic
the
converter.
street.
Catalytic.
Catalytic converter.
You Neanderthal.
People, man, I can't believe people are ripping off cars for the catalytic converters. Stolen up the street. Police stopped at every house to the ring footage.
That's because they get a fortune for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And back in the day, man, we used to pull them off and just put straight pipes to get the extra horsepower. Wow. The cameras, not the ring. I think ring cameras is going to be like Kleenex. It's because it's tissue. They all call it Kleenex. There's so many companies now that make the ring camera, but there's one that when it turns on, it rings or it beeps. So people know that they're coming up, that they're being filmed. Hey, Paul, got your playlist playing on my other laptop. Very cool. Very cool. So Wendy, Wonder Woman is Wendy, right?
Yep.
She's doing her 1,000 giveaway first week in December, it looks like. If anybody else, if you need, if you're looking for subs, if you have anything happening or whatever, put it in the chat. I'm thinking of doing I think it's, believe it or not, it's going to be 14th YouTube anniversary in February. And hopefully by then I'll have 2,000 subs. I'll probably do something for that.
I quit smoking a week ago.
Very nice.
I vape, and I'll be cutting down on the nicotine in the vape juices so that I'm eventually all off the nicotine completely. Hi, Callie.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yep.
So
So far, no one has died, so it's a good thing.
Yep. Any last things that you have coming up, Cody?
Oh yeah, I have my live today at 2.
Live at 2.
Yep. There will be a small rant, and just me, Kathy said that she might come on and rant too. I don't know about what, but she might.
Cool.
So you never know.
Put the link in.
Okay.
Put the link in for your channel.
Always expecting unexpected at Cody's lives.
And I just put the link in for my auction at 4 today.
That's the link for my live, 2 p.m. Eastern.
Cool. And Iris, do you have anything coming up today?
Not today. Probably on Monday.
Okay. Put the link
Sometime
in if you
next
have
week.
it ready.
But my small rant will be about miscommunications and things like that, because there was an incident yesterday that
All right. Good luck.
got me
with
upset, and then it pissed me off, and then we settled it and figured out everything, and everything was fine.
Cool. All right.
But
Jerry, you have anything coming up today, tomorrow, the weekend?
Nope, I'm a
Jerry's-
bum.
No shows? Any other shows coming up?
Jerry does what the boss tells him to do.
No, my next show is December 11th and 12th.
Okay.
I'm giving something away on Wheel of Friends on the 1st of December. 2 of my jewelry mystery boxes.
Cool. Put the link in if you'd like.
I don't know if Adam's made a link yet.
I haven't seen a link for it yet.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Adam Hartman Made is doing another friendship wheel, and the proceeds go to Standby to help him with bills and things like that, because his mom had to get a lower leg amputation like I did, and then she was in rehab, and they had to pretty much redo. I guess they redid his brother's house so that everything is handicapped accessible, and a lot of bills got run up trying to get everything so that she would be comfortable. So it's a benefit to try and help him with either medical bills or, whatever wasn't covered by insurance, plus, the rehab that they had to do, refurbishing that they had to do in the building.
Right.
So that's what the friendship wheel is for this time.
Wow.
So,
Need
All
to
right.
do one for you too, Cody.
huh?
Need to do one for you too.
Yeah. I actually get a lot of help. I have a lot of YouTube angels that help me out, and I am so thankful and appreciative and grateful for them. Because
I know I'm grateful for the ones I've gotten.
Well, all right. Thank you, everybody, for coming in the panel and talking. Thank you.
Oh, you're
thank you.
welcome.
And thank you, everybody, for coming in the channel and spreading the joy. It's well appreciated. And I'll be on tonight at 4. Don't forget, Cody's going to be on tonight this afternoon at 2.
Right.
And I'll be on at 4. We're doing a little auction. Dolly's coming on with silver. I don't know if you saw her channel the other
Is
night.
she bringing the Lone Ranger with her?
And Tonto.
Yeah, and Tonto too.
I don't know, but Dolly had this Chewbacca sterling silver, not sterling, 999 fine silver Chewbacca. Looks like somebody took a cast of the original 1982 Chewbacca action
probably
figure and
They probably did.
and cast it into silver, and it's beautiful. But he wants $650 to start, which is probably still a good deal. I forget how many ounces
is it?
she said. Yeah, 7, 8 ounces, something like that.
Mm.
Very, very nice. And he had other things to give Dolly to sell. But she'll be on. I'm sure she'll have those with her. If I don't see anybody tonight, or everybody or anybody, have a great Thanksgiving. Reach out to people, to family, to friends. Say hello. And
I hope everybody has a good holiday.
yes. And
Stay
be
safe. If you're traveling, stay safe, and watch out for.
I'm traveling from here to the couch.
Did you lose your couch? You were like, couch over there somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm traveling from here to my bathroom, and maybe to my kitchen.
All right.
And then back
TMI.
to the
Right.
All right, everybody. Have a great day, and we'll see everybody tomorrow
Bye, everybody.
or tonight. Bye-bye.
Later, skaters.